Hey everybody, welcome to Chat and Craft with Lorraine. I was getting just the scroll for a little bit there. I wasn't sure this was really gonna go live, but it did. I'm Lorraine Tierney. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Warner, New Hampshire, and I like to make cards. I like to send cards. I really like to help other people make cards too. Card making is just great fun and great for our spirit, our soul. So tonight we're going to make a card with the One More Year stamp set and some new paper that I just got and a fun fold that I haven't done in a long time. So I would love it if you would say hello if you're catching this live or if you're watching on a replay. And I would love it if you would leave me a comment. It makes my day. Of course, likes and shares and those kinds of things help more people to see this and more people to have fun with us. And that's always good too. So let's get started. I'm going to switch my camera over. Hi, Sue. So glad you could join me. So this is the stamp set we're going to use. This is the One More Year stamp set. Hi, Deb. And I have to tell you a funny story about this stamp set. So I really like this stamp set, and I'd been looking at it in the catalog, and I had a really big order. So I said, oh, I'm not going to get this one. And I really thought I had taken it off the order. And when the box arrived, there it was. So I guess I just have to use it. I think it just fell in there on its own. Hi, Jerry. So we're going to use this stamp set, and we're going to use some of the Botanical Textures paper. And this paper is from a new online exclusive that started, well, I guess March 4th or something, not quite so new anymore, but I just opened the pack, so it's new. And it's all blacks and whites. The first side has leaves and things, and then the other side is more of just a kind of a black and white wash, and I love it. I love black and white. I like this one a lot. I hadn't seen this one before. And then this is almost like a camouflage looking thing. Hi, Carol. Hi, Michelle. So we're going to use a little piece of that today, and we're going to do something with it. But first, we're going to do a little bit of stamping. And I'm going to use the wine and cheese and the sentiment aging fine like cheese and wine. So my husband always says my cards are too nice, and he likes to poke fun at people a little bit. And this set will do that. It has a little bit of a little bit of a dig, like happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser, or happy birthday now back to me. I got a little bit of ink right there, and I don't want it there. So I'm using my sand eraser, a rough eraser, to see if I can get it off of there. There we go. I've at least made it a little bit lighter. Michelle, you like a snarky card too, huh? So I'm going to do a little bit of coloring first, not fancy coloring. You don't need to do a whole lot of shading on this. I'm using a little wild wheat on the label and the neck of the bottle. And I'm going to use a little soft sea foam just to make the bottle have a light green look to it. We know who the wine drinker is. We should have Michelle coloring our bottle for us. I'm going to use a blackberry bliss for the label. If my blend came apart, and that will happen sometimes, and then I just kind of squeeze it tighter and wiggle the cap off, and you can put it back in. and it is okay. I've cracked the case on this, which is why that comes off. Hi, Nancy. Yes, you found us. Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see you, Cheryl. So a little Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to have to order another blend in this small spot. Sorry, it's tiny. I guess I can't color small areas and talk at the same time. All right. There we go. And now the cheese is pretty easy. I'm going to do a little of the darker Daffodil Delight for the top and on my Swiss cheese holes. And then some regular lighter Daffodil Delight for the rest of the cheese. There we go. And now for the grapes, I'm going to do a light old olive. Yeah, I think. Is that going to be all right? Or should I do a dark seafoam? Is this the dark? Let's see what this one looks like. I think that might be better for the grapes. They were looking a little too much like olives in the old olive color. I'll do this little bit of a leaf or something. And now we just need to color the wine, which I'm going to do in a dark Berry Burst. And that's because I'm going to use some Berry Burst cardstock. So I want to get some Berry Burst in there. Okay. So that's all the coloring we need to do on that. Now we're going to do a flap fold card. So this card, oh, I'm missing some pieces. Hello. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So this card will have a piece of white in the inside, and we're going to put our little flap under that piece of white. And it will have a piece of paper here, but we might do something to that paper. And then we're going to have a couple of circles that will go like that. And I have some paper that will go on here also. But I'm trying to decide, let's see, that has to go that way. Do you like that black and white paper just like that? And I have another piece cut just in case we like it like that. Or we can color it a little bit with a blending brush and some Berry Burst ink. So let's try that. Let's just put a little Berry Burst ink on this. That's one of the fun things about the black and white papers is that you can color them so easily. I mean, you can change the colors on any of your DSP, I think, if you wanted to, but on the black and white, it's a little bit easier. All right, let's see. There's a little bit. There we go. Let's see how we like that. So this card base was 8.5 by 5.5. And then we cut it, I cut an inch off of it. So it's 7.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4.25. You thought I was going to do yellow on here, huh, Michelle? Yellow with the Berry Burst would look nice, but I guess I'm a little more monochromatic than that. I have a very messy glue bottle here. All right, so what do you think? Oh, I almost started to glue. Do you like it colored like that on there? Or do you like it in the black and the white? And while you tell me that, we'll go ahead and put our little flap on. So the flap is going to go to the back of my piece of basic white. I'm just going to put a little glue on that. And I'm going to kind of eyeball halfway or a little bit higher than halfway. And we'll just put that on like that. You want to see it? Jerry says black and white. Sue says black and white. Michelle says with the label on it. Okay. So this with this. And then we'll sandwich that little flap right like that. So there it is with the berry. Deb says black and white. And here it is with the black and whites. I think the black and whites are gonna take it. I'll wait for you, Michelle, for a minute. And then we're gonna put a little piece of the bokeh paper, or bouquet, some people say. Whoops, right there. So what do you think? All right. Well, while I put my piece of basic white in, you can let me know. Oh, Carol says black and white. Michelle says black and white. Well, guess what? Black and white it is. I thought coloring it was going to be such a good idea, but live and learn. I can always do that on another card. Okay, so now we have our basic white on the inside. We'll put this on the front. It's unanimous, black and white. It'll be interesting if some of the replay people pick a color or not. Oops, let's get that even. Oh, I am not getting that on straight. Maybe from this, oh, much better. Much better angle. There we go. I have glue on my fingers now. Okay. So this will go here, and we'll glue that down, and then this will go on top of it. And then I'll show you the sentiment. All right, so I've got to leave some gap there. Whoops. Okay. And then this one. And I wondered, actually, you can think about this. I think that's centered. Oh, I'm talking to myself. That's not good. Hi, Joanne. Do I need something on there? Should we put a little birthday cake on there? And I guess I'll ask you, should I leave it black and white? Kind of looks nice with the black and white, or should I color it? So let me know about that. And then this piece of DSP can go right there. Or we can leave it white. I don't know. I don't know. I might like that white. Okay, sentiment. I cut out a banner with the banner die, and I have lost it. Oh, here it is. All right. This banner is a little bit too big, so we're going to make it smaller. And we're going to use the sentiment that says, aging fine like cheese and wine. Cake inside, color it black and white. I like it white. All right, and I'm going to put it close to the end, the flag part. And now I'm going to put this back through my cut and emboss machine like this. So I can kind of work those stitched parts back in. I'm a little too close, so I have to move it. I can make it fit right back in, and then it won't cut these edges again. It'll just cut right there. So I'm going to run that through. And that's a great way to change the size of so many dots, because they're not always exactly how you want them. So this just, oh, look, you get a nice little chevron. So there's the sentiment, which could go like that. I was thinking it would go right there. Aging fine like cheese and wine. I'm going to pop that up on some dimensionals. Hi, Mary. Oh, we're happy you joined us whatever time you make it here. That is just fine. It was kind of a dreary gray Sunday here. Our ice stayed on our trees. And we lost power briefly for just a second. You like that, Michelle? I'm so glad. All right, and then on this inside part, we'll put a cake. I do like that cake, black and white, with that black and white paper. It's so striking. And then I have one more sentiment, and I have a couple more cards I've made with this stamp set that I want to show you. I've made some with the doggies. I thought I would say in the inside, at least you're not as old as you'll be next year. And this is on my block, very crooked. So I just want to try to straighten it out a little bit. Okay, and we'll do that in black. Oh, I just put my finger in the ink pad. All right, I'm sorry, got to pull that down just a little bit. I'm sliding all over the place. Okay. Just go for it. At least you're not as old as you'll be next year. And then there's these cute little, I was trying to use these all day, cute little kind of like starbursts. I'm going to grab some Daffodil Delight. I'm going to put a couple of these starbursts around the sentiment. There we go. Just like that. Did I glue that on? I did. So there is our card. We do need some bling on there though. Need to put a little something. What do I have in Berry Burst? I could color some of those. What are they? The antique pearls. You never have the color that you want. Oh, those are pretty close, but of course there's only one of those. I do have more. Those are too bright. Let's see. I know I have some more of those someplace. I can. Oh, knock everything on the floor. That's what I can do. Let's see. Oh, I do not. I have the lighter colored ones. Maybe I can color those. Let's see. Where is Berry Burst? Light Berry Burst, dark Berry Burst. Oh yeah. It's darkening those up a little bit. So let's take your pick tool is nowhere to be. Oh, it is. It's right there. Let's put a couple of these little doodads on here. There we go. I had to cover up that little smudge up there. It was driving me crazy. So there is that card. Oh, I didn't really think about that peeking out, but I'm okay with that. So that's the fine wine card. And then I made a couple with the dog because I wasn't crazy about the first one. I wanted to make an easel card, and I thought I would like this style of easel card. Hold on. That stands up really straight like that. It's got a very straight front to it. Maybe I will, it's kind of like that. Oops, that's upside down. That didn't work. Like that. Yeah, very, very straight up and down. But it's a cute little dog, and I made the dog house out of the birdhouse and just cut the bottom part off that gets a little bit wider. And I was going to have it here so I could show you, but I put it back. Let me show you. So I cut off that bottom part of the birdhouse right there. And that's how I made the dog house, and then used the smallest of the arch dies to make a little dog. So he's kind of cute, and he says, "Happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser." And I used a little cake from the shopping one. What is that called? Attention Shoppers. But then I went back to my more typical um, easel card style. So this is just 4 1/4 by 11. I scored it at 5 1/2, and then I scored this piece in half. So that's 2 3/4. And it makes a little easel card like that. And on this one, I used that new mini corrugated embossing folder. I love that look back there. And the same little dog. I used the Country Woods paper for this dog house. It says, "You're how old in dog years you'd be." And then I did a chocolate cake on the inside with some blue frosting. And then "Happy Birthday" is from the Country Birdhouse stamp set also. So those are the cards I made with the stamp set that just happened to sneak into my box. I don't know why I can't get this one to stand. There we go. Now it's up. So there are my 3 cards, and they were a lot of fun. I really enjoyed them. Not too much coloring, just a little bit of coloring and no need to do too much blending. I do recommend that folder, Sue. It is really a nice folder. It gives a good look to things. So thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate that you leave me some comments and you talk to me about the cards and give me your opinion. I think the black and white looks great with that. I'll have to do something with this piece and I will show you when I do. All right. Thanks very much. Have a great rest of your Sunday night, and I will see you back here on Thursday night. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Jerry.